opened back in 2003. Have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the Green Bay Packers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's get a sack lunch.
Hey, check 26. Check three. Slam. 25. Check 25.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And right away, they're going to stack him up. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake. Rodgers.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
88, 26.
Working from the gun, Rodgers.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Mike 8. All day, dog. Mike 8. Mike 8.
Watch the run. They're running it.
Mike 8.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. He completes it to Tate. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
Check 31. Check.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Mike 35.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Caught right side, Tate. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Mike 35. Mike 35.
I got a 50.
Check.
Hey, Mike.
Check hot route. Hot.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Hey, 88.
31. Check 31.
3 buzz.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers.
All right, T. Let's check. All right, T.
Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Touchdown, Packers! Austin Eckler with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. McCann's got it teed up. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on. Right here.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
From the 44, Herbert. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
35's the Mike. I got it. Mike 35, Mike 35.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on, and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Double tight. Double tight.
Now it's Herbert. Going deep here for Watkins. He's got a man. Complete. 30. 10. 5. Touchdown. Philadelphia. Throws Watkins. 92 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Running on first down, Eckler. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. On play action, Rodgers.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Mike 35, Mike 35.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Kadarius Toney.
His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
McCann's got it teed up. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now a throw here, hauled in, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Alert 3. 79 Bronco. 40's the mic. Squeeze.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27th. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
We got 4. Mike 35. Danny. 35.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And this one nearly picked off. Yeah, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
I'm coming for you, son. 35's the mic. Easy. Show the 50.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, he's got his man. This is Tate. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Mike 35. Here we go. Get off the field. 35's the mic.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
258. Let's go, Mike.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
And again, it's Rodgers. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Watch the edge. Hey, 88.
35 to Mike. Watch the run.
On second and 10, Rodgers. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
35's to Mike. Hey, defense, let's.
Boxing.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Coming up on second and 7.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A final shot before the break for Herbert. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter.
Come on now, let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up second and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard. Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or two short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Herbert throwing again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. There the Eagles are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On the give, this is Eckler, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. Shows his strength at the 50. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this to Eckler. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
Yeah, showed it right there outside of the pocket and on the money. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 6 there on first.
Under crunch. Hey.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. Shotgun now for Rodgers. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Eagles are going to have it here at the 32-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 66 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Here's Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
Mike 35. Watch the curl. Watch 35's the Mike. Watch the run.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Rodgers. He finds his man complete. It's Tate. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Hey, take 26.
35, Mike. Hey, pick it up.
Rodgers again now. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome.
Mike Ford.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Now a first down throw complete downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Herbert off of play action. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Hey, we got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10. We own them.
To the air again, Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it.
This is my mode, baby.
To the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Back to throw here, Herbert. And now here is another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it.
Bring it! Bring it!
Into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
But I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 76 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, 40's Mike. 40's Mike. Right.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
I'm going to show you, man.
Pick. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Check three.
Once more, here's Eckler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Second and 11 now.
Let's go. Go to 50. Check 6 guy. SOS.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now room for Eckler.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
258. It's our time. Check. Mike. Inside.
Rodgers throwing here.
Check.
That's caught out left by Perriman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking, they think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Green Bay, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.